Hey, good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Once again, this is Gregory Wiles coming live to you today. I'm not at home in Houston, but I'm in Austin, Texas, the beautiful city of Austin, Texas, our state's capital. I'm here today in Austin, Texas, but still on my inspirational morning walk. I'm still in my walk this morning. I still got to find a way to get my exercise in, never mind if I'm not at home. So there should be inspiration to some of you guys there, right? So it's no excuse. But yes, this is Gregory Wiles with this inspirational morning walk. The first time listeners, I just get some exercise in the mornings and I share my thoughts with you guys. Whatever I'm inspired to talk about that day, I will share with you guys there, man. But let me see if I can get a shot to the back there. You can see the busy freeway. If you can see it back behind me there. This is our state's capital. And it's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on in this city here. This is where all our laws are made and everything. Good morning, Jillian. How are you doing? Let me give you a little shot of our capital of Austin, Texas. See what's going on the freeway back there and everything. People going about their business. All right. So today, what I want to talk to you about today, I want to Petal Daniels. How are you today? Yes. What I want to talk to you about today, man, is about the spirit of jealousy. The spirit of jealousy, guys. The spirit of jealousy. This is Renita. Good morning. The spirit of jealousy, guys. The spirit of jealousy. This is a serious one. Serious one. I want to shed some light on it today, man. Because growing up, I remember I have some people jealous of you, right? They're jealous of you. But when you look at it, financially and material-wise, they're in a better situation than you, and they're jealous of you, and it's like you can understand it. You're jealous of me. I know if you're getting a lot of feedback in the wind there, the wind is blowing a little bit. Let me find a little more spot where the building is going to block some of this wind. Yes, they are jealous of you, and they got more stuff than you, right? They got more than you, but yet still jealous of you, and you're wondering, man, why this? I didn't understand it back then, but I get a better understanding now of what it is. Because the thing is that your haters, if they're possessed with this spirit of jealousy, they know the enemy in them seeing your potential, and that's what they're jealous of, right? They're seeing that potential in you that God placed in you that not manifested as yet, and that's what the enemy is jealous of. They're jealous of, because it's the only time that when you rise up and do your thing, you're going to be in so much better situation than them in their own little minds, right? It's the spirit causing them to be that negative, right? So first, let's just see what the Bible say about jealousy. What the Bible say about jealousy. Let's look at it and see what the Bible say about jealousy, right? This here is in Numbers 5:14. This was talking about an unfaithful wife, but that's not what we're getting into. I just want to use this scripture to show how the Bible describe jealousy, and then we can move on, right? But this is Numbers 5:14, and it's talking about, and this was the law if a woman is unfaithful, what a husband should do and all kind of stuff like that. That's not what we're dealing with. I just want to give you a backdraft where this is coming from, right? But here it said, Numbers 5:14. It said, and the spirit of jealousy come upon him, they're talking about the husband. And the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she's defiled. Or if the spirit of jealousy comes upon him and he be jealous, or his wife is not defiled. So you see how the Bible describe Mr. Wade Collymore. Good morning. How are you? So the Bible describes jealousy as a spirit, guys. This is the spirit of jealousy. When I hear where it says, it come upon him. The spirit of jealousy come upon him. So this is something that come upon you. And remember how we describe this stuff? It's like you driving and they take the wheel for the point in time, right? They take the wheel, right? So the spirit of jealousy come upon him, okay? And then it makes you see things. Here, the purpose of any one of these evil forces, here it is. It's to influence you to do things that you will normally not do, or you know you should not do. It persuade you to do things that you would normally do. It coerces you to do things that you normally do. You know you're going to do anything wrong. You hear the little voice coercing you, influence. Man, go ahead. No one is going to know, man. You go ahead and do that, man. That's what they do, right? Or it convinces you to see things that you probably wouldn't even pay attention to. Okay? You wouldn't even pay attention to it. And why jealousy is it's one of the worst ones out there. Because why? Lots of time it's people in your inner circle who might be jealous of you. And this stuff does not have respect for relationships. A mother could be jealous of their children. Children could be jealous of siblings. It's people in your inner circle sometimes the ones who is jealous of you, right? So let's look at Proverbs 27:4 and see what it says. Let's look at Proverbs 27:4. Proverbs 27:4 said, wrath is cruel, anger is overwhelming, but who can stand before jealousy? Listen, guys, wrath is cruel, anger is overwhelming, but who can stand before jealousy? So what they're saying here, a person with the wrath and anger, they're overwhelming, they're cruel. They are cruel. They ain't pulling no punches on that. But so who can stand before jealousy? Because you can see a man when he get angry, right? A man is angry. Look, you try to stay out his way. You know this person got anger issues. That's another one of them there, right? But you say who can stand before jealousy, right? Because sometimes a person in your inner circle who's supposed to have your back and who you think have your back, but they're jealous, right? You remember the movie Bodyguard? Remember the movie Bodyguard with Whitney Houston when they had someone trying to kill her? And at the end of the movie, it's who had hired the hitman to kill her? Her own sister, right, guys? Her own sister, who had hired the hitman to kill her sister because she is jealous of her sister's life. She's jealous of her sister's life, right? So I always tell you guys about there's doorways. There are doorways how this stuff could come and try to influence you, right? There always got to be doorways. So some of the doorways here for this is insecurity. If you're insecure about yourself, that's an invitation for this spirit of jealousy. If you're insecure, that's the doorway. Or if you fear to do things. You fear to go out there and live the life God calls you to live. Because we shouldn't be jealous of no one. We all have gifts from God. We all have our own gifts. So we do not need to be jealous of anyone. But if you're insecure in those gifts, if you're fearful to go out and do the things that he asks you to do, then that's invitations for that spirit of jealousy to come upon you. Now, for you to be jealous of somebody who's living in their gift. For somebody who's living in their gift, that's an invitation because you're fearful, you're insecure to live in your gifts, because we all have gifts and talents, man. God said, I know, Jeremiah 29:11, I know the plans I have for you. Right? I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you. Right? So he have a plan for all of us. So we just got to live in the plan. So let's look at what James 3:14-16 said. James 3:14-16. Here it said. But if you have bitter jealousy and selfish ambitions, they can go together, because if you're jealous, you're selfish. If you're jealous, you're selfish, right? So if you have bitter jealousy and selfish ambitions in your hearts, do not boast and be false to the truth. Do not boast and be false to the truth. This is not the wisdom that comes from above. Listen up, guys. He said, this is not the wisdom that comes from above, but is earthly, is unspiritual, and demonic. Right? It's earthly, unspiritual, and demonic. For where jealousy and selfish ambition exists, there will be disorder and every vile practice, guys, right? So this is telling us this is not nothing comes from God. It's earthly, it's unspiritual, and demonic. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. This is a spirit of jealousy, right? It's a spirit of jealousy. And now we want to remember, guys, what we're dealing with, right? What we're dealing with. I remember Ephesians 6:12 said, for our struggles is not against flesh and blood. We are not fighting that person. The minute you make the mistake and fight against that person, you done lose the battle already. All right? Our fight is not against flesh and blood. It's against these, as it went on to say, against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of the dark world. That's the demonic kingdom structure right there. That's what you're fighting against. You're not fighting against that person. So you now need to come against that spirit of jealousy. Pray against that spirit of jealousy in that person. If you detect it, you pray like every other one that I was teaching you guys. You come against that, right? You come against that. And here's a good way to come against that. If you find that to protect yourself from it and from others, right? Let's go up to Ephesians 6:10 and start from there and see what it said. But it said, finally be strong in the Lord and put on the mighty, in his mighty power, but put on the whole armor of God. You got to put on the armor, right? You got to put on the armor of God. You pray the armor of God on yourself every morning to protect you from to stand against the devil's schemes, as it said, right? You put on the full armor. Protect yourself, man. Because this jealousy is a serious, serious thing. And it's really, really evil, man. And it causes you to do some things to your loved ones, to good friends, to people who trust you. It's going to cause you to do some evil things to them. Like Whitney Houston's own sister went so far as to hire a hitman to kill her own sister, right? And then when the spirit left her, now she's sorry what she did, but it's at a point of no return when she tried to get back her money from the hitman. People said, no, you pay us. You can't call this off now. We got to finish this job. This is personal for us now. We got to finish this job. We got to finish it. So now it's at the point of no return. He left her, and now she realized what she did to her own sister, guys. So just be careful. Get your spirit, get your discernment up, guys. Get your discernment up, and just pay attention what's going on around you, right? Because lots of time this is people right sometimes within your inner circle. Like I said, it doesn't have no respect for relationships. A mother, if she invite this spirit on her, could be jealous of her own kids when you're supposed to be happy for your kids and want your kids to get more than you and go forward than you in life, right? That's the natural order. You want your kids to go far, but they can be in turn jealous of their own kids if they invite this spirit into their life through insecurities and fear and some other things, right? A child could be jealous of the parents. Child could be jealous of the parents. Siblings to siblings. No, it's normal. Siblings to siblings, right? So just be careful, guys. I just want to shed some light on this, and this is real, and see how the Bible describes it is. The spirit, it's a spirit, and it can come upon you. So don't let it come upon you, and you be jealous of no one. Go out there boldly, act in your gifts, use your talents. Don't be insecure. God said, you have a plan for us. And go and live the plan out that he have for you guys. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you all for watching, man. Thank you. And I'm going to go now. My son is playing basketball up here. So there is the Texas State Home School Championships. They won both of the games yesterday, and they're in the semifinal game today. So I'm going to get my cheering on and cheer my son and his team on right now. So guys, have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys again. That's on Monday. Okay, have a great weekend. Goodbye.